There's a moment in Star Wars, you know the one, when Han Solo sweeps in at the last second in the Millennium Falcon, clearing the way for Luke Skywalker to make the shot that saves the galaxy. That moment worked because of Marcia Lucas. She was the one who warned George while they were both still deep in the editing bay, cutting that final battle. If the audience doesn't cheer when Han comes in, the picture doesn't work. And she was right. Marcia grew up in North Hollywood, the daughter of a single mother who stumbled upon an apprentice film librarian job at Sandler Films at age 19 and never looked back. She worked her way up through the Motion Picture Editors Guild over 8 years, cutting commercials and trailers before landing the feature films that would define an era. She edited Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore for Martin Scorsese. She cut Taxi Driver, earning a BAFTA nomination. She worked on American Graffiti, which earned her her first Academy Award nomination, and then came Star Wars. When George Lucas saw the first cut, he was horrified. He fired the original editor and brought in Marcia. She spent 8 weeks on the Battle of Yavin alone, 40,000 feet of footage. She shaped it all into the most thrilling sequences in cinema history. At the 50th Academy Awards, she took home the Oscar for Best Film Editing. It's one of the few Oscars that Star Wars was able to win. Since being a science fiction movie, they don't really get a lot of awards. But this production was very unique. And I, for one, am very glad that the Oscars recognize this film's editing because it is excellent. But her contributions went beyond the editing room. It was Marcia who suggested that Obi-Wan Kenobi should die, that he would be more powerful as a spiritual guide. The mythology of Star Wars carries her fingerprints in ways most people never knew. She later helped shape the emotional core of Return of the Jedi, and she was the quiet voice behind Raiders of the Lost Ark that convinced George to shoot one final scene with Marion, giving the film its emotional closure. I, for one, always loved that moment when they run off together at the end of the movie. Off screen, she was a mother, a partner, and a woman who navigated an industry that rarely gave her credit that she deserved. Marcia Lucas passed away on May 27, 2026, at 80 years old. She leaves behind a legacy that has touched billions of lives, most of whom will never know her name, but we know it, and we are grateful. May the Force and the feeling she gave it be with her always. Thank you so very much, Marcia Lucas.